This is our Maxus eDeliver 3 chassis cab, and it has a hot and cold food van conversion on it. It's a brand new van and conversion, and it's ready to earn for you. This is a unique product, as it is the only hot and cold food van on an electric chassis cab of its kind in the UK. So a brand new business ready to earn for you, and only for £39,995 plus the VAT. Let's take a closer look. So the Maxus eDeliver 3 is first of all powered by a 52 kilowatt battery, and we have tested this hot and cold food delivery van with all of the functionality of the chiller and the heater working, and it's still capable of between 120 and 140 miles range. In really bad weather, we reckon that you'll probably still achieve a 90-mile range on the battery. So that should more than cover a sort of daily use for a hot and cold food delivery van range. Charge times on AC charging and DC charging. So AC charging, which of course is home charging or office-based charging, and that's 7 to 11 kilowatt hour charging. You should be somewhere between 4 and 7 hours for charging, so that's overnight, so it's ready, you know, from a Monday use in your business. You put it on charge, it's going to be ready for your Tuesday deliveries. DC charging, so if you're out and about and you're needing remote charging, then that should be between 20 and 80% of a charge, around 45 minutes. Okay, let's have a closer look at the business end. So first of all, it's important to note that the conversion was built to fit the chassis. So we've had to do nothing to the ED3 chassis at all. And the conversion fitted by bob4.com, who's had around 35-40 years in the market of building hot and cold food conversions. So we worked very closely with him on this. The frame of the hot and cold food conversion is 3mm mild steel, and then the panel work around the unit is epoxy coated aluminium panels, and then you see you know, the bulk of what is the shelving and the racking is stainless steel. These gull wing doors are light and spring loaded, and both lock, and as we are at the moment at the near side, this is the business end. This is where you're going to be serving. This is where you're going to be making your money. And on the off side, that's more for storage and operational facilities. So we'll have a look at that in a second. So just a couple of pre-build tech moments that we had with this, the production of this hot and cold food van. Obviously, we needed to make sure that the GAH chiller, which of course is well renowned in the marketplace for chiller units, we needed to make sure that that didn't drain the battery or affect the range in any way. So we installed a clever piece of kit which basically interrupts the DC to DC converter. What that means is that the 12-volt battery will tell the big battery that it needs more amps as and when it's needed. So there's minimal drain from the battery, and therefore achieving that range of 120 to 140 miles typically per day on a full charge. Another piece of technology that we installed to maintain that range, this is the diesel or red diesel tank that drives the Eberspacher heater. This tank is a 15-litre tank, just to give you some indication of how long that will last, I mean, the fuel pipe itself is thinner than a Bic pen tube, and it's gravity fed, so it can't block at all. So if you were working this hot and cold food van between, say, 8 in the morning and 12 noon, and you were doing that 5 days a week, then probably 3/4 of that tank would get used. We recommend that you keep a third of that tank full. In colder weather, possibly you'd use more. But just between the Eberspacher heater and this 15-litre diesel tank, and then the piece of kit that maintains that DC to DC feed for the 12-volt battery. We have this 120 to 140 mile range per day still being able to achieve with all of the technology working. So that's the chiller unit on and the heater also obviously keeping your food hot for clients and delivery. Just some information on running this hot and cold food business that you would buy for £39,995 plus the VAT. The Eberspacher heater has a service recommendation every 12 months. The GAH chiller unit is a 6-month service. We'd recommend that when you purchase this van, you look at taking out a service contract with GAH, which is probably the most convenient and cost-effective route for you to go. The conversion itself from the date of registration will have a 12 months warranty on it, and the van itself, so the chassis cab, has a 5-year 60,000 mile warranty, and that's with 5 years rescue, recovery and home start services, and the service intervals are every 2 years or 18,000 miles. So some really cost-effective routes for you there, and some reassurances that when you buy this business, you've got some very good support mechanisms in place. So just looking at the business end, and this is where, of course, your business is going to make its money. We've had a look at the functional side. This is the near side where you'd be serving your food. This section is the hot section. We have added in 5 shelves, so more space for you to store your hot food, 5 condiment sets as well, of condiment trays, sorry. So lots and lots of space to store hot food. We have 5 shelves again here for the chiller units, some storage below for canned drinks, etc., and crisps or chocolate. So some good storage space there. And then this section is what we call the ambient section, and that runs from the near side to the off side. So this will store additional product that you want to sell on your round, and you top up as and when it's needed. These big gull-wing doors offer plenty of protection for you and also for your clients if it's inclement weather. And we also have installed these LED lights, and these LED lights offer not just additional light on perhaps darker days, but certainly creates an aura about the quality of your business. Let me just remind you, you're getting all of this for £39,995, a full electric hot and cold food van ready to go to work for you for £39,995. So just moving inside the cab and having a look at what we get at the front end. When you're driving around in your business, you have electrically operated windows on the driver's door armrest. There are 2 seats fitted, both have armrests. They're incredibly comfortable, and they are heated as well. Electrically operated door mirrors. You have this which is the regeneration. So you have 3 levels of regeneration depending on where you're driving. This is taking your foot off the accelerator and how much it brakes by itself and regenerates power into the battery. There are 3 levels for that, an eco button as well, which will just manage the speed below 56 miles per hour, and that would be if you're in built up area, and maximizing again the life of the battery. Eco mode is used just purely around town. If you look at the steering wheel, it's multifunctional, and to the left you've got cruise control. To the right you have shortcut buttons for the infotainment service, which offers you smartphone mirroring when you're connected to a USB port. So that's giving you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and everything that brings. Because it's fully electric, it's very, very easy to drive. As you can see, you've just got reverse, neutral and drive, and you move between those 3 modes for driving. It also has air conditioning as well, and a heater unit on the controls for the heater and the cooler there in the middle. So just a couple of other features from the passenger side for you. You'll see the GAH chiller control there, and that's allowing you to set the temperature for the chiller. The hot hold is a volt reading. Now that's typically, if it falls below 10.6 volts for 20 seconds or more, the heater switches off and blows cold for 4.5 minutes. Now that's just a protection if the volts fall below 10.6. But we have a 12.5 volt battery installed, so this isn't something that you're going to have a problem with. That hot hold though will always be on display, even if the oven isn't on. This indicator here is just to let you know that if you haven't closed the gull wing doors, it will alert you to that. So that's a really helpful feature. You know, if you're in a rush on your round and you haven't quite closed the door, then that will let you know that you've not done that before you drive away. So a very functional, useful interior, all of the right features for you, and plus what I've already shown you. I hope this is stacking up for you to be a very, very good investment. So just to confirm then, this is our Maxus eDeliver 3 chassis cab with a hot and cold food van conversion. It is unique as it is the only fully electric hot and cold food van in the UK. So it's ready to go to work for you, it's ready to earn money, and it is priced at only £39,995. That's a brand new business for £39,995. Look forward to hearing from you soon.